Hello everyone, my name is Jasmo, and today I am going to be doing something I've wanted to do for decades, and that is upcycle some old jewelry from when I was a kid. And these beads, I've already de-strung the necklace, but these beads are from a necklace from almost way back to my first memories. That's how old they are. And it's actually one of the very first pieces of jewelry my mom gave me. It was a necklace, just strung on a string, like any old necklace. And of course, I'm 30 now. And Mac, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. I'm 30 now, and I think I was about 5 when I got this necklace. Now, these beads are plastic. Of course, like, wait, you're 30 years ago. You want to get your kids some jewelry, it's gonna be plastic or inexpensive, and I actually have no idea where my mom got this. It might have been from Claire's even, I don't know. But it was my absolute favorite necklace, and it's the type of favorite that you take care not to wear too much so you don't wear it down. Yep. So I'm gonna recreate a necklace, and this necklace might actually become like a necklace and a bracelet depending on how long this is, because the wire is gonna make it a little bit longer than it was before. This was pretty much a choker necklace on me. We've got 16 not so clear beads and 15 clearer beads, and a whole bunch of little ones. I don't know if I'm, oh god, actually missing one of these. I think I am, because 20 minutes ago I dropped my pliers on these beads and they shot all over the place. So if I am missing one, I'll find it and I'll put it back in the piece. So let's do this. Let's do this. We might start with the little tiny dudes first. These little tiny plastic dudes, because they're pretty much uniform. They're pretty much uniform, and I don't know if I want to use my 18 gauge or my 20 gauge. I kind of want to use my 20 gauge because the holes in all of the beads are actually quite large, and the 18 gauge will fit on them. And I'm more concerned about this necklace being sturdy than delicate. Yeah, because wire is going to be silver anyway. It doesn't need to be super delicate. Is this the same gauge? Aha, okay. So I think that's 18 gauge wire there. Bend that. And that, yeah, this is that's the fattier wire. Okay, we'll use that. We will use that. Oh. We've got our trusty ruler, our trusty pliers. We'll straighten this out a little bit. Get some of the kinks out. And we can string a few on 18 gauge and string a few on 20 gauge to see if one kind of suits it better than the other. Alright, now here we go. This huge task of stringing all of these. This is a lot of beads. I've never made a fully strung necklace before. I've made like the center of a necklace. Sure, I've made the center of a necklace and put it on a chain, but I've never just outright fully made a necklace. Hopefully that's the length I wanted it to be. It looks like it. Now I have to, let me take note, a real hard note. So it's 3/4 and 2 little hash marks. I'm going to use the fat side or the skinny side of my pliers, but we'll start with the fat side. And we'll see if we have too much. I might go with the 20 gauge just because it's a little bit easier on the hands too. Okay, it seems like a little much. But we'll use the fatty side of the pliers. It's actually perfect. That was actually absolutely perfect. No excess wire, No needing to tighten anything. Here's my little flat dudes. And we'll make these like that. There's one. Sweet. So now I can cut a whole bunch more to the same length. And get that out of there so I can just kind of become an assembling machine. Oh, there we go. And I might bail in 2 hours because my parents are going out of town and they're leaving their dogs at home and asked me to watch them. And they are old rescue dogs. One has one is blind and deaf. And it's too hot to leave them outside, especially the blind and deaf one, because he'll get lost in the yard. Won't be able to find his way back to shade or the porch on his own. So they've put him in his luxury kennel inside. They left at like 10 this morning and it's 1 now, so he can only last in there a few hours at a time before he needs to go back outside again, so we'll see. I don't know how many of these I need. I will just cut until I don't have any more, I suppose. And there's the pleasure of a steamroller outside the house today that's just been shaking everything. Absolutely everything. I thought we were having an earthquake earlier. Oh, man. And then you look outside and there's this guy, you can see it over the fence, riding on his steamroller because they're widening the road right behind our house, and it's like 20 feet behind our house. Almost got you. This little scrap piece is not long enough for those, so that'll go up to there. Maybe I should count. Oh, that's a lot though. There's 10. Oh dear. There's 10. I might be missing 1 or 2 of those as well. I think I'm missing 1 because there's 16 of these. There probably should be 16 of these, and then there should probably be 32. Oh, one's right there. Never mind. There's 32. They're all there, I think. If not, I'll make do with what I have, and if I have any extras, I don't think I will. We'll do something with them. So, I need 31. Here's 2, 4, 6, here's 7. Oh god, what have I done? Oh, that's okay. Ooh, try not to fling that. Just straighten that out. Oh, and this is the original clasp to the necklace too. I saved that. The clasp and the little loopy thing that it clasped onto. Dude. So 3/4 and 2 little ticks. There we go. We're just chilling today making this. Nothing else really going on. Other than I'll be spending the night at my parents' house. They only live 2 miles away. Like 5 minutes by car, 40-minute by walk. And I was gonna see if I can actually walk home tomorrow morning. Because actually Jim's gonna stay with me too. What is it, 9? And we've like house sat and pet sat for them before. We see my mom every day. Anyways, saw her this morning when we were working out. I think over there to work out. They actually actually still have our Bowflex and elliptical since we moved. And that's okay with us, because we'd like to finish our garage a little bit more before getting it back. Plus it gives me an excuse to go over to their house to use it, instead of Mom always coming over here for walking. She's almost up to 10,000 steps 3 times a week, which is amazing. She's made so much progress. I've lost count again. That's probably 14. Sure, probably 16. And I'm not worried about running out of this wire, because I've got 2 or 3 more unopened ones of 18 gauge. This is a great way to use all of it. Let's count again. That's 16, okay. Oh yeah, I am putting an Etsy store together for all this jewelry stuff that I make. Like, this dude, this one, honestly, I'll probably actually keep. It's one of the few that I'm absolutely going to keep, but I'm putting everything else on there that I've been making or made. I've got just wire jewelry, I've got bead jewelry. Let me just throw it all around. We'll do a little advertising. Bigger bead jewelry, mostly glass beads and metal wire, because those are really nice and fun to put together. There we go. That's all I'm gonna do, because I'm a very clumsy person, and I'll probably fling more of these around than I intend to. There we go. I think that's 17. Hopefully 19. We'll count here in a second again. Hopefully 20. God, that's a lot. That's 16. I'm 20, sure. Oh dear. So we need 11 more. 11 more and we can start putting the little clear dudes together. That's what I thought. Six. Eight. Need a little bit more. Hopefully these are all the same length. because that would happen. I think this is the last one. Okay, if we need more, we'll clip more. If we clipped extra, we'll stash that away for later. Alright. So we can use the fatty side of our pliers. I'm not going to bother sanding these edges down because that will take far too long. I'm trying to also stay on camera. Make our little shepherd thingamajig, key loop, eye loop. There you go, eye loop. So happy I clipped my nails recently. They'd get wrecked. That worked out beautifully. Just make sure this is flat. There we go. Nice and flat, nice and flush. I hope everyone is having a good day today. This warmer weather upon us in most areas. That one was actually a little long. It's okay. Just make the loop a little bigger. If that's ever the case. Hopefully there aren't many like that. Let's line up. Hurt. Let's see if I made a terrible mistake somewhere. Should all relatively be the same length. All are relatively the same length. I see two dudes that are a little bit longer than usual, but that's okay. It's tiny. Tiny, tiny amounts. There we go. Make sure that's closed. Oh, I also have a Patreon set up and good to go with a few little perks for the reward tiers, the patronage tiers. I only have a $1, $2, $5 tier thing set up, and that gets like early access to photos of finished pieces, unwatermarked pieces, insight into projects that are coming up, things that I'm planning. Because there are things. I actually use Trello to plan out stuff, or at least to like kind of outline what I'm doing each month. So like the rest of July and August we're going to be doing nostalgic jewelry reconstruction or upcycling. And after that I've totally forgotten. And yeah. There we go. And I've started just plain old uploading my full broadcasts to YouTube instead of trying to pare them down, because video editing software is a nuisance, a pain in the butt to use. Oof, so, that, didn't need that skin there. Nah, it's not bleeding, it's fine. Yeah, so I'll upload the videos that I have edited already, but I don't think I'm going to edit any more unless I can one, get better software, or two, find a person that can do it for me. It's just... It is so time consuming, but not like work intensive time consuming, it's just wait. Oh, it is bleeding. It's just waiting time consuming. Oh, I've already bled for this piece. Wonderful. I don't mind. Not for this one. Oh, you can see it. The little nick on my thumb. Okay. Alright. Bend you over. There. Thankfully it does not hurt. Or even sting. It probably will in a little while, though. That's alright. Oh, Zealous, or good afternoon. Hope you're still enjoying your vacation, and that your vacation's treating you well. Because hopefully you're still on your vacation. I thought you mentioned 2 weeks. Oh, you're back at work now. Suck. Damn. Has it been 2 weeks already? Did you even say 2 weeks? Oh, it was only 1 week. Damn. Oof. Oh, I hope you had a good vacation then, while it lasted. Nope. Just stay. Get in there. Jesus, don't run away. Damn it, let go. These beads are gonna be a little difficult today. Bled for them. What more do they want? It's coffee break time. Rest my hand. Fingers. There we go. Pop the back. Now it's starting to sting. That's all right. Excited for the Black Panther movie. I'm like ludicrously excited for it. Peel off dead skin. There we go. Roar. Oh, come here. few, well, I guess just one Black Panther piece. I think I have a couple more in store. Oh, let me just slam my knee into the table there. You get in there. There we go. We need a topic to talk about. I was all raring to go, and then just totally biffed, either looking at anything or reading anything. I only know vaguely of things like the Black Panther movie coming out, A Wrinkle in Time that's getting made. I think it's coming out next year. Shadow of War, the sequel to Shadow of Mordor, is coming out this year. Destiny 2. I think the Destiny 2 beta is like today or this week. I think, but it's console only? It may not be console only, but Destiny 2 will definitely be out on PC. And that I'm looking forward to. I just hope they have content. And it's not that they lacked the content, it's that they lacked in actually putting it in the game. Like, all the lore, as far as I could tell, you had to, like, you would find cards in the game, but you had to go to their website to actually get the information. And that was just a little bit hokey. The game, though, like the gameplay, the game mechanics, moving around, shooting, everything, it feels amazing. Of the original Destiny. Like, I absolutely love playing it. I absolutely don't like not having reasons to get invested. Like, the overall concept is good, but like adding in even like just little quests that mean like something special to NPCs or some dumb shit like that actually goes a long way. I'm also looking forward to Anthem, but I think that's also coming out next year. Oh, nope. There goes one. Tablet. Chat. That was the Watch Me Work chat falling over. Just couldn't stand my awesome jewelry prowess. Come here. I have them set up underneath. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Made me corkscrew this guy. Real hard. This way? This way. Okay. There's that. I actually have Shadow of Mordor to play. It's just that I have not had the time. Literally, it's really weird to not have the time to play a game, because like I could sink hundreds of hours into a game like Stardew Valley. But this morning I was taking the time to make Twitch assets that I think I mentioned yesterday that I was thinking about making. I just don't know. Yeah. I don't know what's a good fit to do things, because like for gamers you don't really need like a little border screen to go around your broadcast, but for creative streamers you kind of do, so you can show like previous works and that sort of thing. But then, if all you have though is like your broadcast and then just a little rectangle off to the side, god damn it, showing your previous works, that leaves a lot of dead space, so you kind of gotta fill it in. And like, what do you fill it in with? Well, you can fill it in with goals, like, we need 10 followers today, and we've got 2 out of 10, and tip goals, or other weird goals like that. Yeah, the watch mirror just can't stand up to me today. Oh, God. Hubris. Too much. Too much. Come here, you. I know you can stand up just fine because your partner's doing it. There, that should work. Make sure I can actually see it from up here. There. Decided to stand for a little bit. There we go. So yeah, spent this morning kind of working on a screen that may or may not make it into the whole shebang. But I decided to do aquariums, but in a retro pixel style. But not like the super old pixel style, I mean like Shovel Knight pixel style. I mean like Dead Cells pixel style, even though it's not entirely pixels. Nope, it's stuck. There we go. So it'll be a big tank for the main screen, 2 little ones, one for showing off work, one for God knows what, greeting new people, I have no idea. Don't corkscrew. Now we just have a pile of them, don't we? Aw, Zealous, is your work PC not doing what you want it to do? Throwing fits and whatnot. That's the worst. When technology doesn't work and you expect it to. Being stubborn, not working, and it won't tell you why. Oh, that sucks. I don't know if you're on a Windows thing or not. I know, you know all about that though. The little command window and such. Might have to download like a bug report thingamajig. I don't know what I'm talking about. Nope, not at all. Linux, ah. And I definitely have no clue. Other than Jim and I considered moving over to Linux machines. Except that Linux doesn't play Steam games. Oh, that, ooh, what the, must have been one of the long ones. Yeah, there are Steam games that will run on Linux, just not all the ones that are maybe on the skinny side. God, freaking A, that's why it's messing up. Jesus. Yeah, a lot of them won't. There we go, that's better. Oh, one thing that we're looking forward to is Stardew Valley official co-op. When that comes out, and I'm hoping it does eventually. I'm hoping that it doesn't get scrapped because it was just too big of an undertaking. Because Jim and I got a mod to play Stardew Valley co-op style, and even though it's not like super totally integrated, it's still really fun. It is still really fun to have a helper and a partner. Someone can go off mining while you go off fishing. It takes half the time to water all your crops if you have crops, etc., etc. Coffee break. Oh, they're on lunch, maybe. Sorry, the construction dudes. I was wondering why it was so quiet. That did not go how I wanted to. There we go. Yeah. The reason why we want to go to Linux, or would prefer Linux, is because Windows is just a foobarred mess. Like, I don't like Windows or Microsoft that much, but it's easy to bash it when you have it, and you haven't tried anything else. I have a feeling this is a little bit too long. There we go. Oh, come here. Just have, you know, 31 heartbeats to do too. Heart. Oh, there we go. Closed all the way. There we go. Okay, now we can sit back down for a little while. Much better. one game I'm looking forward to playing once it's fully fleshed out is Subnautica. As much as I don't like open water and open spaces, I really want to play it. I know you could totally play it now, but it's in early access, and I've been trying to hold off on doing the early access thing. But I totally wish Subnautica was multiplayer. Because it would still make sense for it to be multiplayer. Instead of, you know, crash landing by yourself on the surface, you crash land with a team and you need to work together. And it could be a limited multiplayer of like 2 or 3. It doesn't have to be like Ark Survival or Rust or PUBG and just be unlimited peeps or 100 peeps. Still make it a challenge. And I know making games multiplayer is a lot harder than it sounds. Just like how I wish Mass Effect and Assassin's Creed was fully co-op and not just like Horde mode for Mass Effect and PvP for Assassin's Creed. It's like they could totally turn Mass Effect into an MMO just like they did Star Wars. I'm pretty sure they haven't though, for, you know, a ton of reasons. But I would play it. Oh my god, that's all of those. Oh, fingers. Oh, now we have these lovely lovelies to try and measure out the perfect length. These have to be a little different, though, how I put them together because of the heart shape, this little divot. Have to be very aware of that. Very, very aware of that. So, where is the top of that? We're probably going to need, like, almost a full inch. We'll see. We'll see. We'll do 2 ticks less than an inch. And that might have just been a full inch or more. Yep. Damn it. That's okay. Cut another one and see if either of those work. Right. Nope. You can do it. There. Okay. It's not a huge difference in length. Actually, they're almost the same length. God freaking hey. How long is that? I thought it was like all the way back here. What is going on? Because it's curved. It's because it's curved. Yeah. You should be shorter. Come here. Each one is a slightly different length. Great. Fun. Okay. We'll try them out. Okay, this has to go through the top. Oh, and I may not be able to bend. No, we can do it. We might need a full inch. might make me cry a little bit, making this necklace. I haven't worn it since I was a kid. Like, single-digit kid. Misty-eyed, oh dear. I'm just gonna use all the little links that I cut out here to see if any of them are better than the others. And then manhandling this into place. There we go. That's okay. We tried, but that's okay. Go. At least it's easy to fix. This one should have been the longest one. The inch long. Also be a little bit easier to bend. Oh, come here. Come here, damn it. Thank you. Okay. Inch it is, inch by inch. We can do that. We just need, oh my god, if it's an inch for every single one, that's 30 some odd inches. There's gonna be over 3 feet of wire in this necklace. Like, well over 3 feet, because all these little buggers took, like, 3/4 of an inch, and there's 32 of them. Damn, man, that's a lot of wire. I did not even realize. Alright, so now it's cutting time. This won't take forever, no. I'm gonna stay on the quieter side so I can count. Because we need 29 of these, and that's 4. It's 9, and that's my break time going off, so I'm gonna walk around a little bit and let my hand rest, and I will meet you guys back here in about 3 minutes. Alright, we are back and doing stuff. We're cutting a whole bunch of wire. I think I left off on 9? Sure, we'll say 9. I can count, obviously, but... we'll just say that's 9. We're almost out of wire. Which is great, because I have a lot of it. There is a lot to get through. There we go. Ah. That's 9. We need an inch piece for these little heart pieces. 1 inch piece for every single one of them, and there's 31, possibly 32, but it might have ended up somewhere on the floor, so we'll eventually find it. Implant 10. Where? Is this it? No. How was I holding this wire to be easily cut? Like so. There we go. 11. You just... it doesn't want to cooperate. There's 12. A dozen. I'm gonna pause it. 15 dimensions something. There, that's 15. Alright. So, it came to my attention when I was watching another streamer, Fairy Wings, who's a chainmail artist, that the wire that I'm using is definitely not professional grade. I didn't think it was because it's what the hell is it called? Tinned copper. As in the outside looks silver, but the inside of it is copper. So it's like silver-plated copper, but it's actually not even silver-plated, it's just tin. And so, I'm going to use up all of my tin-plated copper wire for inexpensive jewelry pieces. All of it. All of it. I'm going to use all the materials that I currently have. And when those are all gone, I will hopefully have funds to get the professional kind. Like actual silver wire. But I don't even know what kind of silver wire there is. There's like sterling silver, or just plain old silver, or like nickel, whatever. I don't know. Can I just unravel all of you? I know it's still like 1.5 feet, but come on. Yes. Yes. Okay, watch the eyes, don't fling away. So, oh my god, an empty rung. Oh, what was that, 20? Okay. Oh god, careful. Oh god. Oh god. I touched something. The wire touched something, okay. Just kind of straighten this out a little. Straighten it out. Yep. Little by little. There we go. Hang that over the edge. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the face. Yep. That's the other reason why I have a Patreon and an Etsy, is so that I can upgrade things. Like a chair. Like my chair. 21. And my tools, because these tools are just the crappy, cheap kind you get for, like, actual tool things. They're not jeweler pliers, there you go. None of these are jewelers anything except for, these two. The not black handles. Not that there's anything really wrong with my flush cutters or round nose, other than the springs are almost dead. I think my flush cutters are kind of dull, too. Oh god, now I need to actually count these, because I don't know if I'm on 22 or not. 18, 20, 22. Very nice. I actually kept track. We need 29, and that's 22. Okay, come here. There's gotta be someone more exciting than me to watch right now. 26, because I can't even hold a conversation very well at the moment. Hoping that's 27. I still have some left over, damn. 29, okay. Hopefully that's all I need. And this is all that I have left of that first little rung, so that goes over there. We shouldn't need these anymore, unless these are all entirely the incorrect length, and that would suck. That would really suck. Okay, so we got all these little clear dudes strung up. We can go over here, where it's safe. And it might actually alternate which bead gets strung, because I have slightly clear and then slightly frosted. Ah, the magic. Turn it off, turn it on again. Oh, definitely not. This is definitely not an event in the next X Games. No. No. Not exciting enough. Oh, god friggin'. This one little tablet's just like, I'm not gonna stand up. What? Just make me. Just... There. Like, everyone else is fine. Except for that one. Alright. Where was I? I was lining these puppies up right here. Okay. Oh, now the fun times. Now I can hold a conversation, because I don't need to count anymore. Counting is done. Now I don't even remember what the X Games are. Is there like Winter X Games? Oh my god. The finger workout of the century here. Just manhandling these. Okay, so we do need one fat side and one skinny side. That's gonna... Well, we don't necessarily need one then the other. Okay. Oh, don't grab these. Put those up there. And I won't need these anymore. There we go. Okay. I think I might actually start tearing up when I put this together. Or when I start putting this together. I'm not sure if I want to wait until all of them are strung, or if I should do it as I get them all wired up. Might need a stand again. Jesus. Ugh. Task chair, this is not. And my biggest complaint that I'll probably always complain about. Let's do another one of these. try not to complain about it too much. I might need band-aids. There we go. I don't know how much more I'm gonna bleed for this sucker. Get in there. Are you just this? Yeah, damn. Okay, that's okay. We might just use the skinny side all around to make it simple. There we go. And then of course these little dudes go in between. This necklace might end up really, really long because of that. Because on the string they came on, they were just like right next to each other, just straight up touching each other. They didn't have any spaces. But this might also make it the right size for my adult size neck instead, too, so here's hoping that is the case. Yeah, okay. I will leave them be. Leave them be and just put them in their own little places. Their own little spaces. These are cherished things. And if I am missing one of these clear ones, I'm gonna find it. I found two on the floor when I dropped them. I don't know if there was a third that went with it. Much better. Okay. Hopefully I didn't just shatter the ever-living crap out of this. Make me a sad panda. Because these beads are plastic. Oh, I see some cracks in them. It's okay. They are plastic, they're not glass. Because, you know, 5-year-old me and broke-ass parents, as I'm sure everyone's parents were 30 years ago. There we go. Oh. I don't know if they make like a jeweler's thimble or not. And chainmail would it would only be protective, but it would also get very much in the way. Like, a band-aid would work just fine. That's just to relieve some of the stress of the skin rubbing against the metal. I just like tearing my fingers a new one, apparently. Because I don't really... I forget every single time in between making a jewelry piece just how bad the skin can get, like, dried out. And of course, nicks and cuts and whatnot. But a jeweler's symbol would actually be a really good idea. Because it would definitely solve some problems. That was a really big one, apparently. It's okay. You're this way, so you need to be this way. Okay. You can corner the market on that jeweler's thimble. I would at least need two. One for a first finger, one for a thumb. And then maybe a nail protector for my other thumb, so it doesn't get chewed up too. Except on these beads, they're fatty enough they can just bend over on their own. So I can get a nice grip on them. Don't do that. Oh god. Hurt. And I forget about the detriments of making jewelry because you recover that quickly from it. It's like the next day my skin will be dried out or calloused or anything, and I'll just file my nail down, and in a week it will have grown back already. Oof, bumped the table. Screwed. There. Oh, now I'm getting excited. Instead of teary-eyed, I'm getting excited. It's like the only sad thing is that I've gotten used to not wearing any jewelry. Except for special occasions. I'm wearing this guy here just to show it off. just to show it off. Although I actually do like this, and I haven't worn it outside the house. I guess if I start leaving the house more, I'd be more inclined to wear jewelry. I've already been leaving the house quite a bit more than I have in the past years. So I'll probably be wearing more jewelry then. Go figure. Hopefully I counted these out right. What would be really helpful if there was a machine that could make these little eye loops for you to start with. Like, you just cut out your wires to the length that you need them, and then somehow just stick it in the thing and it goes boop. And it can do like 10 at a time or something. That would be sweet. Because I know you can make your own chainmail rings on, it almost looks like a drill, where it's a drill that has like this attached to it, except there's a hole drilled in one end, and you just stick your wire in there and kink it around it, and then you just hand crank it, and it will wrap the wire very tightly around your metal rod, and you can cut your own rings out. Duplex does that. He makes his own rings. Fairy Wings buys her rings, but for a very certain reason as to why. Because the rings that she buys are cut with a jeweler's saw rather than pliers. Because on pliers, it'll leave a flat side and then a not flat side. I wonder if I can show that. Yeah, the side on the right over here is a little bit tapered and sharp, and the other side's very flat. And that's the byproduct of using pliers, and Fairy Wings doesn't like that little sharp side, so her jeweler saw cut rings are both flat on either side where they connect, making a really flat, smooth connection. And she's made like headpieces that you wear in your hair, and they don't get tangled in your hair because of that. As far as I know. I think that's the reason, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why her rings don't get caught in your hair. on her hair pieces, her head pieces. Because I've seen her take this huge, gorgeous chainmail cascading piece, and she took her hair down, she plopped it on, and she just like tangled the shit out of everything. Just kind of went crazy, and it still slid right off, and it didn't take any hair with it. It's like, that's pretty damn cool. Speaking of fairy wings, she got I think a pattern from another chainmail artist on how to make a koi fish out of chainmail and dragon scales, and I ordered one from her in silver and green, and it's actually pretty big. It's like the size of my thumb is the body, and I have a big fat thumb. It's pretty damn big, and I'm hoping that it can live on top of one of my monitors, because the underside of it is open. So it's still a round body, but the underside is open. And I'm hoping that it will be able to slide right on top of one of my monitors. So I can have a desk pet. I love desk pets. I have many. But they're not all chainmail. Some of them are literally from childhood. From my little pet shops. I have two I absolutely adore. They were like one of my first toys ever. They're little hamsters, and they came in their own little hamster box with a little wheel and everything. And this one could sit in the wheel because it has a ball bearing on it, and you can spin the wheel. And this little dude, he just sits, but they actually remind me of my parents. Their faces have certain qualities of my parents, which is really weird, but also kind of nice. So they just sit on my desk, along with a mini wind-up horse, a mini octopus, and a mini seahorse, both my little pet shops. Wow, it's just nostalgia day. Super nostalgia day. Although I had... It wasn't really a dark thought. It was a thought of, why keep this stuff? Like those two little pets. Like, why keep it? You could totally move on from it. And it's not that you can get rid of it and move on with it, is you could totally, move on from it. It was from, 25 years ago. Don't need it. They're like, I don't remember too much around that time. Because things were neutral. Things weren't super great and things weren't bad. They just kind of were. That was the time in my life where I was just like... not aware of what a person was. It's just like, yeah, we'll not do that. We'll not do that today. We'll just happily make this necklace into a necklace and shoo away that bullet that keeps wanting to steal the spotlight. Because I have a little bullet over here that I forgot to put a thing on to make it into a pendant, so it's just, what do you do with it? It's a bullet with an acrylic gem on it. Because we went out to the woods and just found a whole bunch of, like, I think they're 9mm bullets? Yeah, the bullet casings, and just snagged all of them, and I was like, well, let's see if we can do something with it. Make some jewelry or something. And you can. It's not that hard. It's actually pretty simple. There we go. Too bad it's not an original idea. If you go onto Etsy and just look up bullet jewelry, there's a ton of it, and it's like make peace, not war type deal. Is bullets for peace there? I think that's it. I think it was bullets for peace is what I found a whole bunch of. And there was a whole bunch of different calibers and that had like crystals in them. They were actually really gorgeous. Really well made. But definitely not a new concept. The only reason I mentioned that because I totally was just gonna make all the little bullet things into jewelry, and by gosh darn, someone would want them. Not really. There we go. We're almost done. I will probably just make this piece and call it for today so I can get over to my parents sooner rather than later. Oh, to let their poor rescue dog outside. Bob. Oh. Poor Bob. Thankfully, Bob is not always alone. He's got a brother, Newt. Newt's in a lot better shape than Bob is. Newt can still see. And I think he can still hear. But his nose is kind of... doesn't sniff well. Poor little buggers. I should probably say why my parents... Well, I guess I don't need to say why they're leaving town for the night. It's my sister-in-law's graduation in a faraway land in a neighboring, well, not really neighboring city. It's across the state, but that's why. I'm just talking to talk at this point. Get on there. Maybe I should find like little excerpts to read or something. A comic book or a non-copyrighted story. One of those that the copyright doesn't exist anymore because it's like 100 years old or something. My mom actually wants to do that. She was wondering how difficult is it to set up a stream, and I told her it's not really that difficult. You just need a computer. If you want to talk, you just need a microphone. Because she was thinking of actually just reading books and live streaming it. I'm just like, okay, that's kind of cool. It'd be story time, because she's a teacher by trade. A teacher for gifted and talented, and she's going to be retiring in a few years. Like in 2019. So she only has 2 full school years left of teaching. And she thought that would be something she might want to do. Not as like retirement, make money or anything, just because I don't know. It would be like, gather around, kids. Gather around the fire. Yeah, mom's bedtime stories, yeah. Lovely, yeah. Yeah. I told her not many people actually just like, well, that I know of, I haven't looked. I don't think many people just sit and read stories. I know of one gal who does, but she's also a creative streamer, so it's not that she reads books specifically. Yeah, she'd probably read, I don't know what she would read. She likes reading a whole bunch of different things. I don't know if they would all be kids' stories or young adult stories or like a variety, but she inquired about it. And I would totally moderate her chat for her so she didn't have to do jack anything. So she could just read. I don't know if she'd want to do like a webcam and have like a little scene set up because she has an upstairs bedroom that has bookshelves that her dad made. And she has since painted them and they are just full of books. And she has a rocking chair and it'd be a pretty decent setting. All she's missing is like a frickin' fireplace. But I don't know if she'd want to do a webcam or not. It'd be really easy not to. And just have, well, it's kind of hard to do an audio-only stream, isn't it? I don't know. I'll talk to her about it. Probably after she's retired. Because when school starts, it is kids and all about the kids and planning and lesson plans and keeping up with that sort of thing. She interacts with the parents because she teaches gifted and talented students. And there we go. It has been pretty much her whole career, and that can take a lot of effort. Actually, that takes a lot of energy. It takes like all of her energy. Usually when school starts, I don't see her unless I go visit her at her classroom or guest teach at her classroom. Oh, no, come here. Here we go. Yes, there. I joked around with my mom about her doing a reading stream, and my dad could do a mechanic stream. My dad used to be a mechanic, and he worked, he doesn't anymore, he's pseudo-retired, but he used to work for the state as a mechanic, so he'd be working on those giant trucks and machinery and whatnot. But he didn't do that his entire life. It's like when we moved, he did that up until I was 10, and then we moved to a bigger city where he got a desk job kind of managing those state vehicles. So he's got a repertoire of knowledge on it. But it was just a goofy thought. It's like, don't want to live stream everything. Not everything is streamable. It's not an answer to everything as much as I want it to be. It's like, oh, you're a hairstylist? Why don't you live stream that? Got a little studio set up at your house? Why not? No. Still talking just to talk. I've only got 2 more beads left, and then I can start assembling this puppy. So excited. Yeah, it would be nice to have a variety of different streams. The This is true. You're this way. You're that way. There. Last one, and it looks like I counted right. I even had that idea from my brother, my oldest brother. He's really big into fixing up motorcycles, and he races motorcycles. He's 8 years older than I am, and he keeps up with people younger than me, because he's crazy like that. But, yeah. I mentioned that. I'm like, some people actually do like watching mechanics and learning. You kind of have to want to be able to teach and talk and not mind interacting. Oh my god, I'm gonna rest my hand for a little bit before I start assembling all of this. I'm taking a little coffee break. Oh yeah. I didn't know how long this was gonna take me. I thought this was actually gonna take me a full 3 hours to do. I'm very surprised that it hasn't. Now, the moment of truth is, am I missing a bead? Well, I know I'm missing a bead, because there's one less than these. So if there's one less, where do I start? Where do I start? I don't know. Oof. Kick things. And watch I'll magically find that missing bead as I take a small pseudo break. I honestly don't know if I am missing a bead, because I literally got on my tummy and crawled around my floor looking for it. Just straight up snake slithered all over. Did not find it. So we'll just take one little look around just to make sure. Move my clarinet. There we go. Nope. Alright. Let's put this together. I need to find a home for this. I have a necklace that I definitely will never wear, and it's metal leafy things on a rust-colored chain, and I have matching earrings to go with it. I did not make it. I can say that for sure. I did not make this thing. I think my mom gave it to me. She's like, I don't want it, do you? And I was like, why not? She likes to do that a lot. Okay. Turn watch me work back on. Don't fall, you son of... Just stay there. Stay there. Okay, standing up time. Oh, there we go. Okay, we've got all of these. Screw you, watch me work. You're going away. Bye. So you're just gonna keep falling over. There we go. Now, here's the original claspy deals. Well, this is actually on a real jump ring. I may not need that. Or rings. I may not need either of these two rings. I just may need the little crab dude. Okay, so here we go. Sure, why not? I'll start with this guy. It's happening. Okay, now all the hearts need to face the same direction. And we're going to alternate frosted with clear, with a little bead in between. And I kind of only want to open the little bead and not the hearts, just to make it a little easier on me. They are easier to handle. There we go. I might actually cry a little later on stream, because I'm going to try this on before I go. See if it fits. Oh my. I'll beat around clear. Make sure we're doing good. We bled for this necklace today, just a little bit. Just sure, open that way. That's fine. The least the necklace can do is fit. I'm pretty sure it will. There's no reason why it shouldn't. Sometimes it's difficult to tell if they're frosted or clear from the angle that I'm standing in. From whatever. This might actually be a really nice length too. By the time I'm done. It's happening. For some reason, I thought in the back of my mind that I was going to make bracelets out of this. Because I don't know why. I didn't know if I think it was not going to be long enough, or that it was going to be too long and I could make a necklace and a bracelet out of it. Who knows? Where are you? Clear? Frosted. Don't get kinked. Don't get kinked. There we go. It's the other reason why I like doing this chain and link stuff. If it does get kinked, it is very, very simple to unkink it. My god, I still have a lot of things to go. I might be able to make a bracelet and a necklace out of this. That'd be crazy. We're on clear. I had also thought about centering this. So I'd have the hearts coming and facing into one another instead of just being a loop. I'm okay with a loop though. Or am I? I'm gonna start putting another string together. I definitely have another 5. Sure, let's do that. We'll change it up a little. See if we can make that happen. My only trepidation is that we are missing a clear bead. Not quite sure how that's gonna go. Close all the way. There we go. The neat thing, if it doesn't work out, it's already strung up. We just have to take half of it off, flip it around, and stick it back on. Misty eyes, go away. You're not welcome here, misty eyes. Oof. I start thinking, I thought I would never be able to wear this again. Packed it around for ages. I actually have a couple of necklaces like this that I've packed around for ages. I have another one that's little tiny white hearts, and like, I didn't pick out the jewelry. Mom gave it to me. But still, like, back then she actually really knew how to pick out jewelry that I found appealing. Like, even though I don't really care for hearts too much, I love the color. And I really like them. Like, some are frosted and some are clear. And they have little spacer beads. Here's the hearts. Little tiny hearts with little tiny spacers. That's gonna get turned into a necklace again too. I will definitely use a smaller gauge of wire for that one though, just to make it look a little more delicate. What are we on? Clear. Okay, that was kink. Go away, kink. There we go. It's 3 of that, so that's going to be 3 of this. I've been thinking of taking classes on how to repair jewelry and like find out what kind of tools you need for that. Because sometimes all you need is just like a decent set of pliers to unlink a chain and relink it. It was like my hairdresser's like, I got this necklace, but it is way too long. I actually took a look at it, but it was definitely beyond my capabilities. I think I would have needed a special tool for it, because the chain link was nothing like this. Absolutely nothing like that. But it would have been cool if I could have told her that, yeah, I can shorten that for you. Oh, wrong color. Because I have fixed some of my mom's jewelry, but it's been, you know, simple jewelry, kind of like what I make. Or it's been easier to fix. And there's something really rewarding about fixing a broken piece of jewelry that you thought you'd never be able to wear again. While my necklace wasn't broken, it was on a very degraded old string. And it was really small, because it was meant for a kid. And I didn't want to give it up, because I've had it for so long. Alright, it's at 5 of every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. One more. And then we'll take a look at what we have. might be. So if we did that, how many more do we have? We'd have to go like this, and then this guy. Is that right? Clear? Yep. And then clear, and then this. I am totally missing a clear bead. Because if this is here, this would have to go here. And so I am missing one, and these would meet in the middle, clear. Or, if I can't find it, they would meet in the middle like this. So that one's kind of the odd man out. But now that we have that laid out, where's the loose guy? Okay. That dude. Okay. Okay. So, clear, frosted, clear, frosted, clear. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of them. Like 6 more. Bam. Okay. Hopefully I have enough of these. I would need at least one to go in between. And then... probably a good thing I'm counting this now. Dude, come here. This guy, and at least this guy. Okay. And if this was here, that means that would need to go there. So is this enough on this side? That dude. That dude. That dude. That guy. It is... I am definitely missing one. Because I have an extra dude. Because that would go on the end, and then that one. And then this one to complete the loop. Well, I'll have to find it off stream. I'll just put together what I have right here and leave these two sides separated. If I do find my clear bead, what do I do? I put it here, and then I'd put that one there, and the clear... this can go away. And then one would go there, and then this would go in between these two where the clear would touch. Okay. Okay. We figured it out. We know what to do. I just have to find it. This is a huge necklace, by the way. I might actually be able to turn part of it into a necklace. Not necklace, bracelet. Actually. Here, I'm just gonna pretend that I did find that one bead. And hook these together. Come here. That's more than long enough. More than. Yep, and that's probably about the length I would want it. Maybe a couple more beads on it. Definitely missing an end. Okay, so if that's long enough for a necklace, well, if I stick at least those on there, those should be long enough for a bracelet. I think so. Frosted, clear, frosted, clear, frosted. As I look back and forth. What do I do with these? They probably go on here. They need an ending. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's my break thing going off, but I want to put this necklace on before I go, and then I'll assemble my bracelet later after I find my one missing bead, which could actually be on top of my desk and I just don't know it. But here we go. I'm gonna take these jump rings off. If I can. Because I don't need them. Okay. Put that up. The clasp still works. It's not even rusted. Those have their little ends on them, okay. I'm right-handed, so this is gonna go over here. Actually, it would not have mattered what side I put it on. Okay. Close. Now, the true test is, can this fit on here? Kind of. It can loop on there pretty okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. It's definitely long enough. Oh my god, it fits. And it is a perfect length. Oh, my. This is why I'm glad I don't have a webcam. But it does. It fits lovely. Okay. So I can remember. Let's see, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Wednesday. We're going to be doing some digital colors. We're going to be coloring some lines by Mortal Shinobi, Xenomorph Shark Thing. And if that does not take too long, we will probably color either Aquaman or Storm, depending. And this might even be too big of a bracelet. And it will most likely be well, it won't most likely be anything. The storm that we'd be coloring, if we do color her, is an Asgardian storm. So, she's all dressed up in Asgardian style clothes. Or just Aquaman. Aquaman and his trident. And I'm missing Thing. That's a really long bracelet. Take this necklace off before I forget. Do I have an extra one of these running around? End to end. I don't. That's okay. Anyways, I'm gonna call it for today. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Even you lurkers using me for background music or whatever, for whatever you're doing. Appreciate the time you guys spend here with me, really do. And for anyone that is new here, if you would like to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitch by hitting that follow button. You can also follow me on Twitter at JasmoColors as well. I am also on YouTube. All of my stuff, the links to all my social media and whatnot is down below my broadcast. And yeah, have a wonderful day. I will catch you guys all next time.